Okay, good morning, everyone. This is me. I've never shown my face on YouTube before, so we're going to start now. And I picked the absolute worst day in the world to start showing me to you. I'm in line at Starbucks to get a vat of coffee. My 12-year-old kept everybody up last night because he was hyper. And so then we all overslept this morning. And so I had to take everybody to school. Luckily, my kids' school, our county, staggers the school's start times. So the middle school starts at 8. And the high schoolers start at 8:30. We live really close to the middle school, so we got up at about 7:40, and I made it to the middle school by 7:57, and that ding that you heard was my gas light coming on. So it's going to be one of those days, folks. So then I went home and picked up the high school boys and just dropped them off at the high school. And now I'm at Starbucks. Okay, so I've ordered my coffee. I'm in line. I did not wash my face last night. So I still have the makeup on from yesterday, and these are actually the clothes that I was wearing yesterday. I just grabbed them and threw them on this morning as I was screaming at the kids to get up, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to take little one to school. Okay, I'm back home now. I still don't look much better, but it was a rough night, and it was a rough morning. I've got my lovely Starbucks here. I'm going to sit and enjoy this for a few minutes during the time that I have. Today's going to be kind of a weird day, too. Well, let me start with telling you what happened yesterday. Had a school meeting for a little man who is 12, and it didn't go so very well. He's struggling, and we're not sure he's going to pass, but it's really not his fault. He's missed a lot of the foundation that he needs. So we're going to work on some stuff this summer, and we're going to work on some things before the end of the school year, and hopefully have him at least better prepared. And he's only been back with us since the end of February, so it's only been about 6 weeks, 7 weeks now. And we knew that he was going to have some difficulty, but it's not going very well. And then he was all hyper last night, and my husband was running late coming home from work, and then he called and he said, "You're going to have to come and get me. I have a flat tire, and the spare is flat as well." Great. Oh, sorry. I put my finger over the lens again. We just got this car a couple months ago and didn't realize that the spare was also flat. So I had to stop and get a tire repair kit, and then drive in the rain at 8 o'clock at night with the hyper 12-year-old. And so then we got home about 9:15, 9:30, something like that. And little man had not eaten before we left. I had made homemade pizzas, and we were in the middle of doing that when Ron called, and the bigger boys scooped up all of the cheese pizza without realizing that little man had not eaten, and the rest of the cheese pizzas were actually in the oven. I made these small pizzas, and so little man didn't get to eat because he doesn't like the barbecue pizza until later, and then he ate and kept everybody up, and so then we were late for, well, we weren't late for school. I got everybody there on time. I'm not sure how I did that, but I did. And then this came to the rescue. You know, it's funny. I used to think that it was crazy for people to go to Starbucks or different places like that and buy these expensive coffees. And my coffee is, I don't know if you can see, it's just black, dark roast black. That's what I want. And I said I wanted the biggest one they had, a vat, because I need it this morning. But I thought, you know, you can make a really good cup of coffee at home if you do it the right way, and you have the right equipment, and you have the right kind of coffee. But then there is something to be said for having a Starbucks gift card on your phone and an app, and then just going through and getting a really, really good cup of coffee. That's really good. So I have a lot to do today. It's going to be a strange day. My kids have a 3 hour and 15-minute school day today. They do this, the school system does this about once every month, that there's not a big break in classes, like they did not do it in March because we had spring break. But they have an early dismissal day. And it's really, it comes at a strange time. It's usually always on a Tuesday or a Thursday. I believe it's always on Thursday. And it just kind of throws everybody out of sequence. The kids don't really feel like they do anything at school. They're more excited about coming home early, and I wish the school didn't do this, but they do. So anyway, I've got some things that I need to take care of, that I need some peace and quiet. Ron had a doctor's appointment this morning, so he's gone for a short time, and he's off today, so he's going to be back and probably have 10,000 things that he wants me to do. But I have some things I need to take care of while the house is quiet and peaceful. But for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to drink this coffee and wake up. And then I'm not even going to show you what the kitchen looks like because it's really bad. I don't want to do that. It's bad. Oh, but there was something funny that happened this morning, and I wanted to tell you about it. So I have the 12-year-old, and I have two 16-year-olds. One is my son, and one is a foster child. And so my son was, he must have slept wrong or something a couple of nights ago, because he's been complaining about his shoulder hurting. And he woke up with it like that. He doesn't remember pulling anything, or he doesn't remember hurting it. So I think he just slept wrong. So he's complaining about that. So I took little man to school, rushed back home, got the high schoolers, loaded them up in the car, and we were driving to the high school. And I had gotten an email this morning, and while I was waiting for them to come out to the car, I saw that I got an email for about one of my favorite baseball players who is now following me on Twitter. And I'm a huge sports fan, especially baseball and football, but I do follow a few of my favorite players, excuse me, and one of them is this this player who started following me, and I started laughing, thinking this has got to be a mistake. He thinks I'm somebody else. I'm not sure, but I do follow a couple of his teammates, so I thought maybe he's just kind of going through and seeing who is following several people, and then just granting us everyday fans the privilege of following us. So they came out, and I was like, guess what? Jose Bautista is following me on Twitter. Joey Bats is following me. And I was just really excited. And I said, I guess I'm going to have to start tweeting more often, since now I have Joey Bats following me on Twitter. And then I looked in the rearview mirror, and they were both going like this. And I said, boys, what's going on? Why are you in such sour moods? You have a 3-hour day. It's a beautiful day. You're going to be home with plenty of time to enjoy the day. What's going on? And Eric said, well, my shoulder's still hurting. And I said, well, did you take that Tylenol that I gave you this morning? And he said, yes, ma'am. But it didn't really help me yesterday, so I don't know if it's going to help today. So I said, well, just try to stretch it. You know, maybe it'll feel better. Come home, take a hot shower, you know, feel better. I think it'll feel better later. And he's nodded his head, yes, ma'am. So I looked over at the other one. I said, what's wrong with you? Why do you have such a sourpuss look on your face? And this is just typical teenager to me. He said, well, I'm just irritated because you're overly excited about Joey Bats following you on Twitter. And I said, okay, let me get this straight. You're irritated because I'm excited. I finally got a smile out of him for that, but I just thought that is just typical teenager, and it just tickled me. Okay, so, oops, sorry, I almost dropped you. I'm going to drink my coffee, relax for a few minutes, get some things done. You like my picture in the back? I love that. It just is really cute. Ron found it somewhere, at a thrift store or something, and brought it home, put it in a nice frame, but it's not one of our dogs. We just liked it. So we hung it in our kitchen. So I'm going to get busy doing some things, and I'm not sure how much vlogging I'm going to get done today, because in a little while all my little hurricanes are going to be home, and you know, I don't know if you know anything about foster parenting, but with the foster kids, I can't show them on social media, so it's a little difficult to vlog family style when you can't show a couple of the kids, a couple of family members. That just makes me happy. Down to my soul, it makes me happy. So I'll do what I can today. I'll probably combine this with a vlog tomorrow or something like that. And maybe I'll look a little bit better later. And then I'll show you that. I might even touch up my hair today. It really, really, really needs it, because the gray is now back to here instead of just right here. So I'm going to sign off for now. Enjoy my coffee, and I'll see you in a little while. Hey again, everyone. So I thought I'd vlog for a little while today. My day kind of got mixed up because today is Wednesday and it's normally my grocery shopping day. But my husband bought 30 pounds of chicken leg quarters last night. So I've decided that I'm going to switch up the day that I go shopping and concentrate on those, taking care of those chicken quarters and get them, some of them cooked, some of them ready to cook. They were frozen, so I'm thawing them now. And so I have just a lot of little things to do. I don't have any running around to do today, but I've got a lot of things here at the house to do. So I thought I would show you what's going on in my world. First of all, I'm going to have some breakfast, even though it is 10:32. I'm just now getting around to eating breakfast. One of my favorite breakfasts is fruit and yogurt and like some kind of granola. I like to have my homemade granola, but I don't have any of that right now, so I'm going to use this Crunchy Raisin Bran granola cereal from Aldi. Last night I had I made a big bowl of fruit salad to have with our dinner, and this is what's left, and I wanted to go ahead and eat it today because it's got bananas in it and it's not going to last for very long. So what I like to do is just take a big bunch of the fruit, and this is going to take forever, but it's going to be delicious. Put it in my bowl. You can see some of the bananas are already turning a little bit, but they'll still be good. But it will need to be eaten today, and trust me, between my breakfast and then my snacking after lunch, I will have this all finished off. And all I did here was I cut up a couple of apples and 2 bananas, and then once I got those cut up, I squeezed half a lemon on it and tossed it around so that the fruit wouldn't turn so brown during before we got a chance to eat it. And then I had a package of strawberries that I needed to use up, and some grapes, and I just halved those. And then I had a can of mandarin oranges and a can of pineapple chunks, and I used about half of each one of those, and it was really, really good. Oh, sorry, there goes my dryer. So that was really good. And then I'm going to take my raspberry yogurt and pour on top of that. And I'll scrape the rest of that off on camera, or off camera. And then put some of, sorry about the terrible noise, some of the cereal on top. I'm really not very organized this morning. I'm so very sorry. It's just been kind of a crazy morning. So I'm going to do the rest of that off camera because I'm already making a mess. And then, as you heard, my laundry's going, so I'll have to get that. And got some sourdough starter here. I'm going to make some pizza dough, some extras for the freezer. And I've got quite a bit going there, but I did that intentionally. I was going to have pizza tonight, but then when Ron brought home that chicken, I thought, well, maybe I'll do something different. But I decided to go ahead and make the pizzas and then just put them in the freezer. So I'm going to have my breakfast, and then I will get back with you. Do you see this innocent-looking, sweet-looking, innocent dog right here? Mr. Teddy. See that sweet face? Let me show you how sweet he is. This is what happens when sweet, innocent little Teddy, who is part German Shepherd, part Border Collie, gets bored while Mama is in the other room doing her morning chores. He gets into the trash and tears up the napkin that Dad was using last night when he got his barbecued chicken out as a snack and wiped his hands on it. Sweet little innocent Teddy did that. And the peanut butter jar is his. He loves peanut butter jars. So he always has at least one or two empty jars lying around here somewhere. But yeah, this is trash. And this is a top from, I think, some croutons that we had for dinner last night. And there's some lettuce from one of the kids' dinner that wasn't eaten last night. Well, when the kids did their chores last night, they really didn't do a very good job. But yeah, oh, sorry, there goes my finger again. I'm going to learn how to use this new camera. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, sweet, innocent little Teddy. So this is what I have to clean up right now. Thanks, Ted. He looks very unconcerned. He's not concerned at all about me having to do extra work. And he even brought some of his spoils with him to lie down, take a nap next to the couch in front of the door, because it's almost 70 degrees outside, so I have the front door open, and he's getting some fresh air and taking a nap. Well, he worked up a lot of, he got a lot of his aggressions out on the napkin, and he's ready for a nap. Poor little thing. Yeah. Thanks, Ted. Appreciate it. Teddy, I see you opening your eyes. Oh, and now they're closed again. He is not interested in my scolding whatsoever. And look at this little thing lying on the couch over here, also relaxing in front of a pillow and a couple of blankets. Ron said I was snoring really badly last night, so he got up and came out here to the couch in the middle of the night so he could get some sleep. But Little Bit doesn't really seem to be interested in anything but taking a nap either. She's kept her ponytail in for the last couple of days. She keeps shaking off her pretty bows that I put in her hair, but she's cute anyway. Okay, time has kind of gotten away from me today. It is 2:28 in the afternoon. I do have 3 batches of my sourdough pizza dough rising. The one in the red bowl is almost ready to shape into pizzas, but the other and the one in the back looks like it might be getting ready, but this one was the last one that I put in, so it's gonna be a little while. And I like to proof my dough. Ignore my dirty oven. I spilled something in there the other day and I haven't cleaned it yet. When I run the self-cleaning cycle, it just smokes up the house, so I try to do that when no one's here, and or none of the kids or my husband is here, so I could open the windows and all that stuff, and they don't really like that because of the allergies, so I just haven't had time to coordinate that. But anyway, I like to proof my dough in the oven. I turn the oven on for about a minute and then turn it right back off. And like I said, time kind of has gotten away from me today. I'm just now getting to the mess that Teddy made, but I wanted to show you one of my favorite cleaning tools for something like this. It's a little handheld broom, just the head part. I'm not really sure what you call this.
This is straw, obviously. They make them in synthetic materials, nylon and things like that. I have had this for years and years. I got it at Walmart. I do not remember how much it was, but it's been a long time. You can probably still find them at Walmart. And like I said, they have the synthetic ones, but I really do like this straw one. It's really great for getting little piles of mess like this up when you don't want to get out your vacuum, or you have larger pieces of things like this, and it's really kind of hard to get to under the table with a big broom. And so I just kind of get down on the floor and crawl under the table and sweep it up. This is also great for dusting off the furniture. I use this in my weekly cleaning to dust off the back of the couches and chairs and things like that. And then when I do my deep cleaning, and I'll show you that cycle at some point in time, my little system that I have for that, then I pull the cushions off, or pull the cushions off. I can't get my words right today. And vacuum everything, and vacuum under the cushions really well. But this broom is great for just doing it really quick. Just a quick little brush of the broom and the dust is gone. I also like to use this on the fabric on my dining room chairs. It gets crumbs off. I actually keep this little broom handy because it gets crumbs off, and just brush them onto the floor every night and then sweep it up with the big broom, and it's much easier than using your hand or a towel. Just doesn't take very long at all. So I'm going to finish this up. I've got 30 minutes before I have an appointment. Lady's coming here to talk with me, and then she's going to be visiting with one of my foster kids when he gets home from school at 3:15, but she'll be here around 3 to go over some stuff before he gets home. So I've got to get this cleaned up and a couple more things before she gets here, and I will get busy doing that, and I'll show you dinner soon.